ladies, don't come at me. But I don't know, some bitches back in the day wanted to vote, and this is where we lost it. We lost it. We decided we wanted all this independence for what? We became the men. We became the men. This is bullshit. Who decided this? Because I don't want to be the man. I don't want to be the man no more. This is crap. Who wants independence? I don't want it. I don't want it. Take it. Take it back. Take it back.
It's all right.
Derek, what do you want to be?
I want to be a plus one to vacation day. What's up?
So today has been my morning off. I know you can't tell because I'm here and I'm working. Now, this is just not sitting well in my soul. I need somebody to take me on vacation, fund me my vacation, send me on vacation, something with a vacation, because this ain't fair. This not sitting well in my soul. Ain't nobody supposed to work this hard and still be here all the time. Days off here, mornings off here.
Can I go
You
too?
want to be the boss. You told me yesterday you want to be the boss. It ain't fun being the boss.
Independence.
This is a proper big thing now.
Oh, 100%.
Even with she seems a bit older than me, but even with my generation and even the generation below, I think the younger generation, they clocked it from early. They're like, boy, we outside. They're gonna catch themselves a man and they're gonna do what they need to do to make sure that they're kept and they're all right.
I think it affected our generation more.
Massively, our generation, the girls of our generation, they look tired.
The amount of plus 30s that they've really
they
worked.
Look tired. They look hurt.
Like working doesn't suit them at all.
It's killing them. Yeah, killing them. They actually look tired. They're drained, lifeless to a degree, boring, stale. It's quite sad. But at the same time, is it devil's advocate? Yeah, I know what they say. I gotta obviously look at it from two sides. Women are so emotional, yeah. For example, take that woman for example. I can tell she's so emotional that maybe 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, she might change her mind about that.
Oh, first.
She might turn around and say, I don't want to be in the house doing all this, whatever else. I want to be independent too. I want to have my own business. I think in one conversation I had with one of my brethren, we went through with her, I think about 6 different phases of emotions. Where in that one conversation, I had to highlight, in 6 different ways, you've said something completely different based on how you feel in 6 different times in one conversation. So one can only sit there and say, you are just way too emotional. You don't even know which one you want to do. You want to do this, you want to do that. Then somehow you come back to this again. And then you expect a man to understand this? You're going too far. We're just going to turn around and say you're crazy. Like you're crazy. You want to do, you've gone through so many different phases in one conversation, and I'm not even emotionally involved. So imagine if I'm emotionally involved, I'm fucked. Because I can't figure out what's going on here. I don't know if you're coming or if you're going. I don't know if you're staying or if you're leaving. I don't know if you want to be here or you don't want to be here. Then you told me you should know. What the fuck? I'm supposed to know about all of this. And only until I explained that to her, she was just like, you're right, And I said, yeah. I'm not trying to be right. I'm just trying to let you know, not for just a man, boyfriend, husband, for a general person. It's too many things in one person. Like, what's going on? You love the job, but you don't want the job. You want the job, but you don't want the job. You want to do family life, but then you want to do, why can't I have it all?
You can't have it all. You need to rest.
We have never been able to have it all. We've always had to do things that we don't want to do that benefit us, even though we don't agree with the benefits. You had to go to school. You had to do the subjects. You had to go to the lessons. You hated going to school. You hated going to lessons. You hated doing the subjects. But when we look at the school system and what we had to do and what it's done for our whole social development as Brits, is that we recognize the importance of routine. We recognize the importance of consistency. We recognize how routine and consistency helps with our stability. And the stability, in actual fact, is emotional, mental, and physical. Because if we take the school system out, Los, and no kid has to go to school, what do you think happens to the whole of society? What do you think happens to Stratford Westwood? You've seen what happens when it's Easter. You've seen what happens when it's summer. Imagine all year round.
Just like that. Everyone just outside whatless.
Imagine if all they did was play computer. How long? You know what? The 6 weeks holiday. What often used to happen?
That's when people get shanked.
If you get a shank, we're talking about routine and consistency. Yes, school's finished. And now I can wake up and play games. So you watch Netflix all night. You won't go to bed. You wake up at 12. You've missed breakfast. You've nothing productive, by the way. Boom, boom, boom. Then you've done it so much so that you get bored of it. And now you're trying to find something else to do. And before you know it, now you're going out to play Knockdown Ginger. Or you get to go and buy fireworks and play. Or you get to go and do... You've done a bit of football in the park, but you're bored of that too. Always trying to find the high. Until you get to the point where, unless you was maybe in the minority, by the way, you know there was always one or two families that for 5 weeks out of the 6, they was in Nairobi.
Yeah.
That wasn't the majority though. That was a very minority, small group. Yeah? You get to the point where you sit there and you think, this is just dead. And now you suddenly want to go back to school. It often happens in the last 2 weeks where you think,
I miss
school.
I miss the teachers.
school.
I miss my friends.
I miss my friends.
Real talk.
You know, to the point where the day before you're supposed to go to school, you can't sleep. You're just so excited to get to school. And then after the first week, this is dead again. Now, understand all those feelings and emotions, but respectfully recognize the relevance of school. And this is nothing to do with exams or even studying. Routine, consistency, stability. School puts you in a certain place between this time to this time so that by the time you've finished, you can now go and play this stuff that you want to go and play. But had it been you played that stuff all day, I don't think you'd find it as entertaining anymore. But because you're not able to play it within this hour to this hour, you miss it. And when you miss something, you're more excited to go and play it. Now, that routine, that consistent routine that gives you, it doesn't stop at school. It now goes into work. Because nobody can just be in the house all day shagging up and down. Unless you're a pastor, in which case you're getting paid to do it. We need to not have a period of time where we just fulfill our desires. Because again, the ones that often have so much money that they can do whatever they want, start now making their minds believe that they want to go and buy islands where they can make their own rules to catch a new level of high.
Before they censor our YouTube, please.
No. It's and you know what's so crazy? Majority of working class, which is the working society, majority of society, because our pockets don't stretch that far, we don't have the capacity to let our imaginations go to the point where we want to go and do things like that and catch all these levels of high. Often the ones that catch those levels of high where they sniff and they take all that stuff is because the pressure of working, pressure of life is too much, in which case they just want to escape. That's why you only get a minority group of people doing wild things like having special parties and doing all these kind of It's not in the majority of society because our lifestyles don't match the same. So often when we compare our life to theirs and then they do something and it's in the news and we say things like, I can't believe that. We're stupid. They're not us. They have so much time on their hands that, you know, we can't put past them to do those things. So the routine and structure of work, no different from school, is what allows us to have somewhat of stability. But we fight that stability. We fight that routine. We fight that predictability because we think it's boring. But in actual fact, we don't even realize how much it keeps us safe. School now gives you purpose. Even if you don't like the purpose that school gives you. Work gives you purpose. Even if you hate the job that you're doing. You are waking up every morning to go and do something. It is purpose. All you're looking at is the fact that you don't like that job. And all you're looking at is the fact that you don't like those lessons. You're not looking at the fact that you actually are forced, whether you like it or not, to wake up and do something. Because what often happens when people have time off holiday? Did they wake up early in the morning to go gym and go and read a book? Or did they... And that's when things become very dangerous within society.
That got deep, boy.
Yeah. You need to look at these things. Don't look at things from a surface level. Have a bit of depth. Let's look at the things that are not always in your face, the things behind the thing itself. Routine and consistency allows you to function in the way that you do. Stabilizes the mind. And if we don't have that, we're living in a dangerous time. So if the government say that kids have to be in education, it's not just because of getting a qualification. Think about it. You need to be doing something. To do nothing is for what? To then do what? How long before you crack? How long before you experiment and try things that really and truly you shouldn't try? Anything to add value to your life. Because in the end, what do? Being excluded is great. 2 weeks off. Guarantee you on the 3rd day, 4th day, because you know all your friends are in school, you feel away. Because you truly find that the value that you have in being excluded would be to spend time with your friends. But you realize, if all your friends are in school and I'm here, what do you end up doing? You see them. School finishes at 3:30. They're outside the gates by 3:15. Now, if you had something productive to do and you were secluded from school, why are you standing outside the gates at 3:15?
It's the same thing with even having a job and not having a job, you know what I mean? You can't holler at your bedrooms anymore.
Everyone's working.
Everyone's working. Oh yeah, let's come out.
Well, at work, what do you mean? So when you got time off, I ain't got the same time off.
You ain't got kids, I've got kids. Bro, I can't chill out with you.
What you talking about?
Eden?
How many times? We can do it a bit here and there, but like, dude, think about it. But then what you realize from that, or you recognize, is that as much as we don't like that, we need it. And often what you realize is that for most of us as humans, the things that we know we need, we try to avoid, to solely focus on the things that we like to do. Again, you like too much sweet, that's good for you. But when your bum starts itching, you will learn. Yes. Yes. When the teeth fall out, you will learn. You need to eat that veg, but you don't like veg. But the body tells you that it needs it. It's never say you don't have sweet. Have sweet. It never say don't drink your brandy. Have brandy. But the body needs water. I don't like water. Even if you don't like it, you need it. Drink your damn water. Is it 2 liters, say a day? Or 1 liter? Drink it at least 1.5. Or even 1 liter, at least just drink it. You need it. Even if you don't like school, you need it. You need it. The mind needs to be mentally stimulated. And you can't get that mental stimulation through a game. You can't get that mental stimulation from hanging around your parents. You can get it from books, but in actual fact, you need to unlock, in actual fact, a different level of academic maturity to be able to read that book and imagine the whole thing that you're seeing within that book. One of the key things that you have to remember with bare people, and I always look at when it comes to, like, let's say your imagination, is that most people can read a book and they can sit there and they can read the words, read. And also, tell them to imagine, describe what they've read. They can't, but they know how to read the words. Now, they're reading it so fluently that you think they know what's going on, but the truth is, they just know how to read the words.
No, there's no comprehension.
There's no comprehension in actual fact what it is you're reading. Once again, surface level, depth.
Ah, sorry. Maybe we should create a segment of wisdom. Stoicism. Wisdom by Gabz. You know what I mean?
No, you call it wisdom if you want. It's experience. I can tell you I can read so many different things, but to tell you that I could imagine myself in the play, I just know how to read the words. I had not a clue as to what in actual fact, what was going on. So then you didn't understand, I don't like reading. But then why don't I understand why don't I like reading? Because I don't understand what I'm reading, but I know how to read it. Yeah. So what do I need to do to understand what I'm reading? Depth. So rather than continue to sound like I'm a wonderful reader, but doesn't understand what it is I'm reading, I'll now go and figure out how I need to understand what it is I'm reading. Not because I want to pass the exam, but because I actually want to understand what I'm reading. At the moment I start understanding what I'm reading, I can imagine myself in the army in World War III when the guns are there and the guy's legs sort of. I can now imagine as I'm reading, and it's almost like I'm in the same place as what I'm reading.
It's an immersive experience.
Because writers have a wonderful way of making you feel like as you're reading it, you're in the trenches with them. But you don't appreciate and respect it. So we need certain things, even if we don't like it. Yeah.
That's it. All right, cool. Let's leave it there. We've got school run now. And that's it.
Imagine, we've got school run. And someone wanted to say, F that. Me too, I would say, F that thing all day long. But guess what? It allows me to know that in this particular time, I'm going to go and do something productive.
That's it.
I think the most scary and most dangerous thing to life for the average person is waking up and not knowing what you're doing. Too much time sometimes can be very, very dangerous. But then again, too much options also can be very dangerous because it becomes quite confusing. Often what you find is that if you never had any game consoles, Xbox, PS, whatever else, you would now have to go and use your imagination to go and play. But when you have too many options, it's almost like you lose that sense of creativity.
And independence.
You know, you can, it's for and it's against, it's for and it's against, it's for and it's against. That's my mind. Boom, 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 boom. Which one is it? Then you have to just understand it. It's not which one is it, it's which one is it for you.
And on that note, wow.
Yeah. Wow. Madness.
Before we end this video, just want to give a shout out to
Most Real Network. Is it Most Real Network?
Yeah, showing us love on the last video.
I'm not gonna say what the person did because I don't want to do that. But for what you gave, mate, that was unexpected. Thank you so much, and hopefully we meet. Like let's meet. Let's talk. You know, Los will sort it out. Yeah. Thank you. That one is even. I don't even know what to say to that. That's love. Like we appreciate it more than you could ever imagine. And I'm not just saying that to be an arsehole. Like I genuinely mean it. Because the first thing you said when you said what you said, I'm like, why? Like, how? What did we do? Did we like, you know, like that?
We don't make money from this, so
yeah, like so for you to do that, I'm like, because it's not gonna go to my pocket. It's not gonna go to Los's pocket. It's gonna go to whatever we're doing here, because respectfully, Losa's got his own thing going on and I've got my own thing going on. And people like you are like, it just helps whatever it is that we're doing here. And hopefully what we do here continues to help others. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not here to do it to acquire fame or clout, or what's the other one, or to be a celebrity.
We're just entertaining.
We're just entertaining in the realest way that we know how to, which is being authentic. And we appreciate that. No, thank you. So Most Real Network. Or Moss Real Network. Moss Real Network.
He will probably correct us.
Yeah, he'll correct us.
I appreciate you.
Love, man. Appreciate you, man. God bless.